God bless. This is part 2 of the video about the ministry. So in 1 Corinthians 1:1, it says, Paul called to be an apostle of Jesus Christ through the will of God. See, those two words to be it's not in the original. Therefore, it reads, Paul called an apostle of Jesus, not to be. He was already an apostle of Jesus Christ through God. In 2 Corinthians 1:1, Paul writes, Paul, an apostle of Jesus Christ by the will of God. By the will of God. It was the will of God that he will be an apostle. He became an apostle. He appeared to him for that purpose. In Galatians 1:1, he said something very interesting. He said, Paul, an apostle, not of men, neither by men, but by Jesus Christ and God the Father, who raised him from the dead. Not of men, neither by men. It means that men can make another man an apostle. But when that happened, that's what theology does. Anybody can call themselves whatever they want, whatever the title they want. But that's the will of God for that man. You will see by the results when they ministry. When they minister, you see the results. It's amazing. Look at 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 18. It reads, But now have God set the members, every one of them, in the body as it has pleased him. God placed you in the body. Wherever you go, you are who God called you to be. You've been a pastor or a prophet, people will know. I come to this church and I just sit there. I pray. If the Lord wants, he will move me. He will get me out of the pews. And he put me in the church, but I'm already in the body. So it's up to the pastor to receive this vision and be moved according to the will of God. And place me. Man can place you in the church, being led by God, in the position that God already placed you in the body. Look at verse 28, right there in 1 Corinthians 12. And God has sent some in the church. God set some in the church. So God moved the leader so he can place you in leadership. But you already is placed by God in the body. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. But as we were allowed of God to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but God, which try our hearts. God, allow of God to be put in trust with the gospel. God is looking for a man so he can place the gospel in his hands. A man that he knows will give him the glory. 2 Timothy 2:15, study to show yourself approved to God. I already explained a couple of times this verse on other videos. See, you got to study. You study, you study, you study until God moves you. God will know when you're ready. Just keep reading, keep going to the church, keep praying, keep fasting, keep have fellowship with the brothers and the sisters. And when you're ready, God will move you. And you will know. Why? Because that's when he approves you and you're ready to be moved. Amen. Be blessed.